life has felt a little heavy this week. And so I'm choosing to focus on the new season and the things that I can control. Today I'm trimming back some branches that have been annoying me. I'm tidying up that garden bed that I showed you in a previous video. And I'm going to share with you a fruit and veg box that I received this week and a little bit of a reset in my space. It's been a week of tidying things up and preparing for the new season. Here I am realizing that there's actually a much thicker branch that is blocking the washing line, and I cannot cut through it with this. None of these pots or anything in this garden belongs to either of my housemates. They're all from a previous tenant. And there are some treasures hidden amongst the weeds. All the tools that I'm using I found around the garden somewhere. So I couldn't find a shovel. Yeah, just whatever was here and free. I set aside all the pots that have drainage holes. Some of them don't have drainage holes, so I really don't like plant pots that don't have drainage holes. I kind of don't know what kind of plant would like that, but yeah. I'm just setting aside all the usable pots that I can either start seedlings in or just grow directly in those pots. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do moving forward with this garden bed because I know that Miss Vella, the cat, is probably going to be very excited that I have cleared a massive litter box for her. So in previous gardens where I've grown food, I've put like a really thick layer of mulch that's prevented her from kind of wanting to dig there. Yeah, so I'm not sure yet. I know there are ways of keeping cats out of garden beds, but I don't know how many free ways there are to keep cats out of garden beds. So I'm very open to planting directly into this bed, but also I've got those pots there that, yeah, at the very least I can start the seedlings in the pots and then see how we go. So one of my subscribers mentioned Funky Food to me, and Funky Food delivers imperfect produce that would otherwise go to waste. Right. Ignore the hole in my shirt. It's a comfort shirt. I can't throw it out. I don't know. Okay, so we have 4 mandarins, 2 pears. One looks a little bit dodgy on the end there, but I can cut that off. Apples, zucchini, another capsicum, another zucchini. We have a very fragrant rock melon, 1 broccoli, another zucchini, tomatoes, more apples, carrots, 3 little bananas, onions, sweet potato, and then we have the rest of the box is potatoes. Okay. Yeah, I'm really grateful that they do this. I think it's great that this stuff's not going to waste, because I think it's all fine as far as I can tell. I'll let you know if I find any of this isn't okay as I go along. I just cut open the rock melon and it seems fine. It had a big dent in it, but there doesn't seem to be any mold. So it smells delicious. I'm having one of those days where I just feel overwhelmed. The things I need to do are not necessarily hard, but there's just so many little things I need to get done, and doing that thing where I keep starting multiple things and never finishing any of them. I mean, I'm like that all the time, but it just feels a little too much today. So I'm going to change my bedding and tidy up my desk area. I wouldn't call myself a minimalist, though I have tried over the years. I've always been terrible for putting things in piles and loading mess up into tubs and putting the lid on and forgetting that they exist. But because over the last 20 years I've moved pretty regularly, like every 4 years at most, I've had to deal with those tubs of junk. So I'm kind of scared about one day being settled somewhere for like 10 years, because I can't imagine how much junk I'm going to accumulate over a 10-year or more period. So obviously at the moment, I don't have all of my things where I'm now living. So in theory, keeping myself organized and keeping things relatively tidy should be easy. And it is much easier because I don't have as much stuff, but it still builds up. And for example, I have started shoving things under my bed. Where is this gonna end? How many things am I gonna shove under my bed? I don't know. See, the thing is, it's not until I lose something that I need that I'll probably go through that. So I'm just gonna pull everything out from under my bed today and deal with it. This is all unused stationery, so I'm going to put it away in my wardrobe until I need it. These are used notebooks. I'm gonna hold on to them, but they're full, so I'll put those away as well. Yeah, look, my desk isn't too bad by my standards. Okay. That's where I'm keeping the vitamin C. It's a big container, and this is where I take my iron supplement at night. So it's kind of the logical place for it to be. There's no room on my desk, obviously, so I think it's still gonna live under there. And my weights, my yoga mat that I keep planning on using and then don't use, but I will get there. I will get there. That can go back to the kitchen. Keep putting the microphone away, but then I have to get it back out every week, so I think it's just gonna live on the desk. Everything's a little bit dusty, so I'm just going to give it a wipe down with a microfiber cloth. It's just a little bit damp. Since my doona doesn't fit in the washing machine at home, I washed it at the laundromat. Ready to be stored away until next winter. So sometimes we have to just put one foot in front of the other and tidy up the things in our life that we can tidy up, like a messy garden bed, fixing a washing line that doesn't spin, or not completely fixing it but attempting to, tidying up the space that we spend most of our time to try and clear a little bit of mental space by clearing physical space, and cuddling a cat or a pet or whoever it makes you feel good to give a cuddle right now. So I would love to know, are you planning on growing any food in your garden this year? Do you have any suggestions for me on what I should grow in that little area that I cleared? I'll be doing my next live stream at 8 p.m. on Friday. So if you're free at 8 p.m. on Friday and you've got any questions or you just want to hang out, I'd love to have you there. Otherwise, thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I will see you next week. Bye.